I wasn't sure how much I'd enjoy Bugs Bunny's Lunar Tunes because I'm not the biggest fan of Marvin the Martian or any of the space themed Warner Brothers cartoons, but I have to say it was pretty impressive. This was released in 1991. It's about 25 minutes, and the narrative involves Bugs Bunny being called to this court, this space court, intergalactic courtroom, where he has to defend Earth. And if he doesn't succeed, Marvin the Martian is going to blow it up. And the courtroom scenes are brilliant. I love the design of the judge. I thought he looked fantastic, and we have various other characters in the courtroom scenes, various different aliens and things who look pretty great. That part of it I thought was really fun. And there are a lot of clips from previous Warner Brothers cartoons to illustrate various things that are being said. The clips themselves, some of them were from cartoons that I love. One that particularly stood out to me is Rockabye Baby, which is one that I remember liking quite a lot. Some of them I wasn't that bothered about, but because the clips are quite heavily truncated, we don't get the whole clip or anything. They're really quick. So if one of them I'm not that bothered about, we are moving on to the next one relatively quickly, and everything is edited together really well and with a really great pace that I never felt like things were just not moving anywhere. So actually that's something that really worked in the film's favour, whereas had this been, they could have done this as a feature length. Some of the Bugs Bunny specials are feature length, and they could have done that and used longer clips, and it could have worked, but for me it wouldn't have done. So I actually am really pleased with the pacing, and the clip selection is very good within the context of the narrative. Everything makes sense, and I think they were very creative with some of the bits that they selected to showcase in this. The clips were great, but the courtroom scene for me was definitely what made this really fun and fascinating, and Bugs' involvement was obviously really brilliant, and because of the clips, we get other characters featured in this, of course, and we also have Daffy Duck, which his scenes were pretty great too. Daffy Duck and Marvin the Martian are voiced by Joe Alaskey, and Bugs Bunny is voiced by Jeff Bergman, and obviously we have other characters in the clips voiced by various individuals, most notably Mel Blanc, and it was pretty decent. It definitely exceeded my own expectations. So I'd like to think that if you're a fan of Marvin the Martian already, you might actually really love this. If, like me, you're not really a fan of those cartoons, I'd say still give it a go, because actually it really appealed. It helps that I'm a big fan of courtroom dramas, so that aspect was always going to appeal to me. But I do think it's very well edited together. The overarching narrative is great. No complaints at all. Bugs Bunny's Lunar Tunes definitely exceeded my expectations. I probably wouldn't ever watch it again, but actually, I quite enjoyed it. And if you're a Looney Tunes fan, it's definitely worth watching.